Emma Speaks. So guys, you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, why is Abigail wearing black? What's wrong? So forth. Well, today's video is a bit different. I had a topic already to talk about, but it seems that obviously this month has been a different month, hence why I'm dressed like this. So this month, as in when you will see this video, it will be August, but this is the end of July. I've had 4 funerals. 2 have been family and 2 have been family friends. So hence why I'm dressed like this. I wasn't dressed like this every day. I just actually came back from the 4th funeral this month. People have been seeing my snaps and people have been seeing my WhatsApp statuses. And one of my friends, well, a couple of them have been curious about what is this tradition? Why am I dressed like this? How does it go? They saw some cultural dancing at the funerals and they just wanted to know more. So I thought, you know what, let me just do a video and inform them, or inform everybody about how Ghana tradition is. So when someone passes away in our Ghanaian tradition, we do a 1-week celebration. Now in that 1 week is to let everybody know that somebody has passed away. So we invite family, we invite friends, and we all sit down and gather to mourn the person who's passed away. We do it in a hall if someone's house is big enough, but as I'm based in the UK, we mostly do it in a hall. So when it comes to a 1-week celebration funeral, as it's called, a 1-week celebration, everybody wears black, or it could be, some people do black and red. Like today's one was black and red, but every 1 week I've been to, most of them you wear black. So you wear black cloth. So this cloth I've got around me, this one normally goes around my waist, and then I've got a top, if you can see, and then a down, which is called kaba and slit. I will show you in another video how I look. I might do like a little, I don't know, little book or something. And then we wear duku. And duku is this. It's like a black cloth. I wouldn't say a black cloth. It's like a black headscarf, sorry. And you wear it on your head, as I've worn mine. So I'll take mine off. This is the black and red one. It's very pretty, isn't it? And you can buy them in places like the African, Caribbean cloth shops. So there's normally African shops that sell cloth, and they will sell these dukus, if you can see it. And then you just fold it into 2, and then it's like a triangle, and then you put it on your head, and then you tie it around your head like this. There's other styles, but this is how I tie my one. Right, so that's the attire part. We'll come back to the attire part in a bit. So when you go, there's people at the high table. So if it's a husband, say if a woman's passed away and she's left a husband, or a husband's passed away and it's left a wife, you don't normally shake their hands. They're not really supposed to shake anybody's hand. Or if it's a woman that's lost her child, you're not supposed to shake the person's hand. Their hand will just be like this. So when you come in to a 1-week celebration, you start from your right hand side. It's tradition. You never shake anybody with your left hand side. It's just wrong. and your left hand is what you use to wipe your bum. So you will never use your left hand to shake hands with anybody. So you go for the right. So somebody will lead you through and you shake everybody's hand. And once you've gone around the room and you shake everybody's hand, then you take a seat. You go there to mourn with somebody. To go to a funeral, you go there to mourn. I know most Ghanaian funerals now, a lot of them have turned into something else, but I'm talking the traditional way, okay? And you sit there and you mourn with them. You don't have food at a 1 week celebration. You normally have drinks. So the normal super malt, Guinness, Fanta, ginger beer, and so forth. After you go there as well, an MC will be on the mic, and then they'll obviously, you know, say everybody's names, as in the immediate family's names, whether they're here, whether they're in Ghana, America, Italy, Amsterdam, you name it. That's where most of the Ghanaians are. That's why I'm using those countries, okay? And then you'll have the DJ who will play some funeral music. When I say funeral music, the ones I associate is like old school, like Amachidede, Iron Boy. He has a lot of songs that are used in funerals, some Daddy Lumba songs and some Ghanaian gospel songs. And then we have, you know, the cameraman and so forth. They'll be videoing everything because most families would like to see this abroad, or you can just keep it. After that, and they've announced all the family members and so forth, they'll also announce that somebody's near the door collecting money. Now, when I say the word collecting money, to me, it's only right that when somebody passes away, you need to give something to the family, because funerals are not cheap. And you're there to help the family mourning, you know, to show your presence and to also show your love. And that's by giving some form of money or some form of drink, but mostly money. After that, then the family, normally, it depends, because different people are in associations. Like, we have a lot of, like, associations worldwide, but I'm only speaking about UK because I'm based here. So we have the Ashtown Club, we have Kwowu, we have different societies that were in school. And if that person who passed away was part of a Kwo, that's what we call a society, then they will be the ones that will, you know, somebody will announce them on the mic, but this person was part of this society and so forth, and they will have a song which is dedicated to the person. And then once they've played that song, it's like after they will announce how much they've given to the family normally. And then eventually the MC will announce the family, and the family will now come and mourn. Now, every 1 week celebration, there's a picture, a big picture. I see as big as this, something like that, sometimes even bigger, like that painting, of the person who passed away. And normally, that's when you'll be playing music. Every family or every Kwo that comes and donates, or people to let them know who they are, they have a certain music. Maybe they've already requested it and the DJ knows already. And the way people will dance, there's also Adwa. Adwa is a form of a Ghanaian dance. Now, I can't do Adwa right now for you. I know how to do it since I was a child, but bearing in mind, I've kind of lost a bit of steps growing up, but I am going to learn and have an Adwa video coming up very, very soon. But, you know, you'll normally have Adwa dancers, or normally some of the aunties who come to the funeral, they already set the floor with Adwa dancing. Also, when somebody's also mourning, you know, there'll be a lot of crying. There'll be a lot of them crying and talking to the actual picture, like I said a moment ago, you know, explaining how this person is missed and so forth. So a lot of people, when they're crying and so forth, they'll put their hands on their head and be like, hey, already, and they're doing this and they're dancing, and that's part of the culture when somebody's mourning. So that's a bit of the basics of what happens at a Ghanaian 1 week celebration. So yeah, that's what happens at the funerals. But I just feel like sometimes that when you go to some of these Ghanaian funerals, it's like sometimes it's like people are forgetting the real meaning of going to funerals. Like, people be wearing like big massive gold earrings, big massive gold chain, and sometimes it's kind of like when they come in, I'm just looking at them like, hello, we're supposed to be mourning someone's death. Why do you look like you're on America's Top Model? Like, really? Like, we're coming with the family. You've come to mourn the person with the family and friend or whoever you came with. It's not like how can I explain it? It's not like a christening or something. Like, obviously it's kind of sad when you go to these funerals. That's when you see your old school friends, or you see, you know, your family members you haven't seen, and sometimes it's nice to talk with them and so forth, and yeah, you might catch 1-2 joke and stuff, but I just feel like a lot of people are forgetting the essence of funerals these days. Like, some of the dressing is hideous. It's absolutely hideous. Like, sometimes I don't feel like people look in the mirror before they leave the house. Like, why would you be wearing some big chain and big earrings and, you know, plastering your face so much with makeup? Like, you can do the subtle makeup, the small foundation. If you want to wear a little lipstick, even though personally I don't, fine. But don't make yourself so powdered and stand out and whatnot. Like, and if you're a supporter, trust me, you won't even have time for that. You'll be sitting there crying. Sometimes I do cry when I go to most of these funerals, because it's a sad thing, you know, at the end of the day. But, you know, you just have to be there to show your support. And sometimes I feel like a lot of people these days, when they go funeral, they don't want to put their hands in their pocket. I'm not being funny, but if I ain't got no money to go somewhere, then you're not seeing me at the event. It's as simple as that. Like, I don't go places empty-handed. That's my motto. That's how I was brought up. At the end of the day, I was brought up that we should help and support each other. So if I'm going to a funeral, wedding, christening, I'm digging my hand in my pocket. I'm not going to come to your event and just sit there and eat and drink for free. Like, I've got a house, do you know what I mean? I could do that myself. And I just feel like a lot of people obviously forget that. They don't want to put their hand in their pocket. They just come there to look and go, which I think that's rude. Honestly, I really feel that's rude. I don't know what type of upbringing that is. And I feel like it's also most important. The most important thing is that if somebody has given you money and given you something on your occasion, the best thing to do is call them and say thank you. You know, you have to call and say thank you to somebody. I don't understand the concept of not calling and saying thank you. I know a lot of people have said, you know, a lot of people have now left it to WhatsApps. Let me send a WhatsApp to everybody and say thank you to everyone generally. But sorry, to me, I just see it as, why you are sending a WhatsApp to everybody? Everybody didn't give you the same amount. Even some people you're sending the WhatsApp to, they probably didn't even give you a penny. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it's a bit sincere when you just personalize that message, that text message, or pick up the phone and call them and say, oh, Abigail, Susie, Sarah, Linda. I'm just using random names here. Oh, thank you for you coming on the Saturday and gracing us with your presence, and thank you for, you know, helping us support the money you gave or the drinks. God bless you. Thank you. You move on. I just feel like there's some principles within our community that are being forgotten and swept under the rug. Like, it's not 2017, someone should come and say, oh, we're moving with new things. No, not really. It's just normal morals and principles. It doesn't even have to be a culture thing. It's just normal, do you know what I mean? But yeah, those are the things that upset me at Ghanaian funerals. I'm sorry, but it's very annoying, you know. But yeah, those are the basic things that happens at the funerals. And then depending on the family, some of them take the body back to Ghana, some bury them here. And then after you bury them, then they'll do like a sit down afterwards, which is normally black and red. And then Sunday's the Thanksgiving. So basically, Ghana funerals are 3 days. Yeah, 3 days. I'm gonna talk about my grandma's one. So my grandma one was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Friday, people came round to the house from the evening, and we're just with my family and so forth, and you know, morning and stuff. Saturday morning and a papa like morning was like 5 a.m. Pastor was there praying, and then you know, some of the choir were there, and then the body was laid on state. The body was there, dressed up and whatnot, and then most people will cry around the funeral. Sorry, mind my language. Cry around the body. So once they've cried around the body, then they take the body, take it to the church, have a service. Afterwards, you go to the funeral. Then after they do the sit down, which I was explaining, black and red, and then next day is Thanksgiving at church, where everyone wears black and white. It's compulsory, black and white for Thanksgiving. On my grandma's funeral, I'm a grandchild, so I wore black and white the whole time, from the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Other people do it different, and maybe some grandkids will wear black, but we wore black and white. And leading up to after my grandma had passed away, we're talking 8 years, okay, but it's the one I remember off my head. And then from the day my grandma passed away, I had to wear black all throughout till she got put into the ground, and that was a very long time. I wore black for ages. But these funerals that I've had this month, I've tried to wear black as possible, because the first funeral is a family one. I know two. There's been two. One was in Texas and one was in Ghana, but the actual family member was in London, so we had something here. And the second one was in Texas, and obviously I can't go to Texas right now, so all I can do is support my family there, and by also giving something to them. And the other two were family friends. Just on the closing note of closing the video, it's been a different type of month. 4 funerals in 1 month is a lot. It's a lot. I don't really go to funerals for the sake of going to funerals, you know, because as I said, you got to dip your hand in your pocket, and these things are not cheap, okay? We're not talking £1, £2, £5 or whatever. It's a lot of money that you give, you know, so I don't go to funerals often. So yeah, this one has just been a different type of one, where we've had 4 funerals in 1 month. But what can I say? You know, God is in control, and just pray for strength for everyone who's lost someone this month, including the funerals that I've been to, including my families, and that God gives them peace in their heart, because times like this is difficult. It's difficult. It's never easy burying someone you love, and a lot of things can obviously give back memories. Every time I go to a funeral, it just reminds me of my grandma's one, and it's difficult. But as I says, God comfort all those families. I have one or two friends that have lost their loved one this month, and it's also saying to them that God will see you through. I know God will see you through, and that, you know, may He comfort you and give you peace in your heart. So as I like to conclude the video, I will be doing, as I said, I will be doing some adwa later on, down the line. I will be talking more culture stuff if you want to hear it, but as I said, this was a request video. So please guys, give a thumbs up, press the like button, subscribe. I tried my best. Subscribe, and yeah, follow me on Instagram and follow me on Snapchat. My stuff are down below. And as I said, we've got a big event coming up very, very soon. I've been talking about it in the previous videos, but it's come up. I have got to save the date on 7th of October. I'll be talking about that in my next video in the next 2 weeks. So please look out for it, and I'll be explaining what it is and what's all about. But please follow me on Instagram to find out all the latest updates. And every Thursday, it's all him on Thursdays, so I do send out a devotional. So guys, to conclude this video, I would just like to say rest in peace Freddie Mensah, which is my elder cousin. I'd like to also say rest in peace Grandma Gabra, which is my uncle's mother-in-law. I'd like to also say rest in peace Auntie Arabna, which is my mum's really dear friend from Ghana. And I'd also like to conclude by also saying RIP to my god sister's grandma, my uncle and auntie's, my uncle's mum. So my god sister's dad's mum. RIP Mame Boatema Apia. So guys, I will see you lot very, very soon, and I won't be wearing funeral clothes because it's a bit daunting all black, ain't it? But as I said, have a blessed week and welcome into the month of August. August shall be a great month, and all shall be well with you.